vang hom.
Inwoners van Postdene in Postmasburg het vandag eerstehands gesien wat gebeur wanneer 'n gemeenskap saamstaan teen misdaad. Opvoeders van die Saamspan kleuterskool het verlede maand uit wanhoop met Horizon Media gepraat nadat hul skool vir die soveelste keer deur inbrekers geteken is. Die skade wat ingerig is, word op ongeveer R50.000 geraam, terwyl die skool sedertdien self sonder elektrisiteit sit. Maar vandag het dinge 'n dramatiese wending geneem. Die skool se opsigter het die beweerde inbreker by die skool aangehou nadat hy die inbraak erken het terwyl hulle vir die polisie gewag het om op te daag. 'n Opvoeder betrokke by die skool vertel.
Nou, Saamspan kleuterskool se senior practitioner. En ons is nou al op verskeie kere ingebreek. En ons het Horizon Media ingeroep. En hoe wonder is ons nou het die Here ons verhoor. So die man, die kind, ek sal nie sê man nie, want dit is 'n kind wat vir ons so skade aandoen, wat nou self voor 'n dag gekom het. En ook as gevolg van die polisie se hulp, so ons wag nou die polisie. Ons het hom nou, ons sit nou met hom hier, ons wag die polisie om te kom, sodat ons kan die goede gaan kry waar hy hulle verkoop het, en hy gaan ook sy trawante uithaal, wat hom gehelp het met die inbrake.
Kort nadat Horizon Media op die toneel aangekom het, het die verdagter egter probeer ontsnap en oor 2 hoë heininge gespring in 'n poging om weg te kom. Die polisie het kort daarna opgedaag met 'n polisielid wat selfs tydens haar verlof ingegryp het om te help. Wat daarna gebeur het, wys die krag van gemeenskapssamewerking. Opvoeders, ouers en die polisie het saam die strate van Postdene ingevaar, vasbeslote om die verdagte op te spoor. Die man is uiteindelik aangekeer nadat hy glo probeer het om hom op 'n erf weg te steek. 'n Noodvoertuig het ook bystand verleen. Volgens inligting op die toneel het die verdagte erken dat hy by die kleuterskool ingebreek het en die gesteelde items vir slegs R200 verkoop het om rookgoed te koop. Hy het glo ook erken dat hy by 'n kerk langs die skool ingebreek het en die polisie ondersoek nou of hy moontlik met ander inbrake in Postdene verbind kan word. Hoewel die situasie traumaties vir die kleuters was, het die opvoeders die situasie met kalmte en professionaliteit hanteer. Ouers het binne minute opgedaag om hul kinders te kom haal terwyl die gemeenskap saamgestaan het om te help soek na die verdagte. Vandag se voorval herinner ons weer, wanneer 'n gemeenskap saamstaan, raak misdaad se ruimte al kleiner. Die verdagte is in hegtenis geneem en sal na verwagting môre in Postmasburg hof verskyn. Die kleuters van Saamspan kleuterskool sal verlang hierdie gebeure onthou. Vandag se aksie en arrestasie bevestig opnuut die geweldige krag en rol van gemeenskapsjournalistiek. Hierdie nuus was moontlik gemaak deur draadloos internetdienste in Postmasburg.
The Democratic Alliance supports decisive action against organized crime, gangsterism and illicit mining. But the briefing by the SAPS and the SANDF today left critical questions unanswered. Military deployment in civilian policing must be short-term, clearly defined and measurable. It cannot become a substitute for fixing SAPs. We need clear crime baselines, specific reduction targets, intelligence-led operations, and successful prosecutions, not just more patrols or arrest statistics. There must also be a clear time frame and exit strategy. Most importantly, this deployment must strengthen crime intelligence and detective capacity so that the SAPS can sustain gains once the SANDF withdraws. More boots on the ground alone will not dismantle criminal syndicates. The DA will continue exercising strong oversight to ensure the deployment strengthens, not replaces, civilian policing.
This news was funded by Oryx Crushers in Postmasburg that will advertise a position for an operations manager in this week's edition of the Horizon Gazette. Make sure to get your digital copy of this growing newspaper from our Gumroad online store.
The Northern Cape and Free State SAPS water and diving services, under the command of the Provincial Head for Police Emergency and Flash Services, Brigadier Mrch, successfully executed Operation Haliotis Midday, commonly known in South Africa as Abalone, in the areas of Wonderklip Bay and Port Mullet in the Namakwa district. The collaborative operation involving the two provinces, as well as the national coordinator responsible for water policing and diving services in the country, Captain Maralay Wessels, and the Provincial Head for Corporate Communication and Liaison, Brigadier Mrch and our members, Uppington K9 as well as SAPS Airing from the Northern Cape and Northwest, participated in the operations that commenced on the 18th of February 2026 in Wonderklip Bay and concluded on the 24th February in Port Mullet. The Provincial Commissioner of the Northern Cape, Lieutenant General Kuliswa Tola, visited the operations in Port Mullet and interacted with the members while executing disruptive actions. During the execution period of the operation, 60 vessels were inspected, including 2 diamond mining vessels, as well as the permits of fishermen were checked and verified. The teams also conducted shoreline patrols covering approximately 300 kilometers of coastline along the west coast, including Alexander Bay and Groenrivier. The chopper from the Northwest SAPS Airing provided aerial support by identifying possible illegal diamond mining sites on the coastline and protection of the natural ocean resources. The team also deviated from the operational duties and conducted school visits at Kleinseer Centrum, Verleer in Ontwikkeling, in Kleinseer on the 19th of February, and on the 20th the team addressed learners from Marihan Gedenk Primary School and community members during an open community engagement at the Wonderklip Bay Harbour. The Provincial Head of Corporate Communication, Brigadier Hamogin, addressed the learners and community members on general crime prevention and encouraged the community members to join the community policing structures. Brigadier Amicus Alberts and Warrant Officer Mornay Kok from the Free State Diving Unit addressed the audience on water safety and introduced them to the different vessels utilized by the water policing and diving services to execute their duties, which include search and rescue operations at sea, in dams, canals and rivers. Warrant Officer Mitch Dietrichs from the Uppington K9 unit introduced his dog Leroy to the learners. After the formal speeches, the learners were afforded an opportunity to inspect the various vessels as well as the SAPS chopper, which was the highlight of the day's program. Lieutenant General Otola commended and appreciated the collaboration between the Northern Cape, Free State, Northwest and the Division Visible Policing and Operations for the joint operation that not only targeted marine-related crimes but also showcased the capabilities and proficiencies of the provinces in terms of water policing and what services they offer to the communities.
This news was funded by Remax in Postmasburg. To show your support for independent community journalism, you can now purchase our weekly Horizon Gazette from our Gumroad online store. Send an email to editor.horizonmedia@gmail.com to request the link.